Well, it says we're live,
Does
so
it say
we're
that?
gonna see. Hello, people.
Good morning.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah. Happy Easter.
We're gonna see if this is streaming on my computer. Hang on just a minute. See if I really am live or if it's lying to me. So far, I do not see it. But
I do not either, but that doesn't mean anything. I wait for that little box in the corner to come up with your face and mine.
Not seeing it. Okay, I'm going to give it just another second and we'll do something else. Okay, nope, I don't see it. So, let's stop that one.
Okay.
And this is take 2, so we know that it's going to take it a minute to come up.
Yes, it
so
is.
I'm going to drink a bit of coffee.
Oh, good morning and happy Easter, everyone. Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's see if we can find it when it comes up.
All right. We're kind of, technology has just been crazy, and today has been no exception.
Am I on my timeline?
Yeah, I think you are.
I don't see it from the one that I just ended. Let me go here, because I saw Robert Dossett just liked something.
Yes.
But it wasn't on my timeline.
No, it was one of my posts. So, yeah, it was here. It said on Angel Speakers. That's where you went out.
That's where it is, not my timeline. Well,
okay,
let's going
go
somewhere
to totally
different than I said where to go. So that's all right.
There it
is. We can do this. We have the technology.
I see you. There we are, right here. We're up.
We are live.
And we are live.
Oh, thank goodness. Hi, everybody.
What a morning.
And people are starting to find it, so we can direct traffic to Angel Speakers. Teri Angel, that's a page that I have. And thank you for letting us know.
Robert Doza is with us. Good morning, Robert.
Not seeing
Angel. I'm just telling the girls, Angel Speakers is where we are at. Okay. Oh, thank you for sharing, Robert. Everybody, okay. Sharing a group. I'm going to send
Robert
it.
Yes, if you can share this, please share it.
Okay, I'm going to send it
because obviously I can't. Teri is in Facebook jail.
Yep. That is.
Now that's interesting that they just chose a place to put it, because that's not where I told them to go live. Hi, Jean Lorio. Yes, I know everybody's having a hard time finding it. I do apologize. And Deirdre, good morning. Catherine Kovacs, good morning. People are finding it.
Where are you? Okay, there's Catherine. I see that now.
I'm going to put a note on my timeline, because that's the only place I can put any notes. Hi, Wendy girl.
Good morning, sweetheart. We wish you could be with us the whole time, and do drive safe to work today. Everybody send lots of Easter prayers out to our moderator and lovely, lovely friend, Wendy. She is a dispatch operator and over in the UK, and she's back to work now. So put lots of white light, gold light, blue light. Let's just put every color of light around her possible and keep her protected, and our high vibes with her all day. Yeah. Okay. This is good. We're here. We're running. This is good.
Okay, so I just put a note on my timeline of where I'm at, because that's the only place I can post anything right now. It's on my timeline, and that's okay. I sent Facebook a thank you message. Yes, I was very nice. Believe that, don't you? Hi, Carol Allen.
I don't know. It's kind of the tone of your voice that makes me doubt that just a little bit, but okay. Hi, Carol.
Well, we're all going through a time when we're separated physically, and then that was just like another just chain. Like, no, you can't do anything right now. But that's okay.
Yeah,
we found a workaround.
Yes. And speaking of that, last night I was watching something. After my show, I had to kind of do some wind down time, and I wanted to bring this up. I know who it was. It was Tina Louise Spalding. She channels Jesus and Ananda, and one of the messages that was channeled, and that was in the last 24 hours, is that we're in this reboot, and we are. We're going to see a whole different world on the other side of this, but the way the reboot is happening is that there is no more normal, because the normal didn't work anymore. So it's extending to the holidays, in particular, this being the first big holiday,
Right.
that because we're having to do it so dramatically different, that it is assisting in this process, because we really have to completely jar ourselves out of the old norm so that we can create a new world on the other side. So it's a gift. I mean, it is all in how you look at everything, but it is definitely a gift that we're receiving. And this is just part of this is what's one of those little goodies in the big gift box, or the gift basket, if you will. Gift basket, because it's Easter.
Gift basket. I like that.
So,
Okay.
Good morning, Diane. Yeah.
I'm going to try something. I don't know if it will let me or not.
I hope it does.
If I can get back to us. There we are.
Okay.
I'm going to see if it'll let me do this.
That's okay, Robert. And Wendy, Diane, Deirdre,
Maybe.
if we can do this, you're going to love it.
All right.
Here we go.
I don't know if y'all can hear it or not.
I have my
turn your sound up.
Yeah, let me try that.
It's not saying anything yet, but hopefully you all are seeing this.
We're not seeing it yet.
And Wendy, Diane,
No.
It's a lag.
Okay, here it comes. Yes. We have sound.
You have sound? Mm-hmm.
enjoy the show, folks.
Okay, it's still playing.
Where'd we go?
We got, and there's Wally.
Wally!
Wally!
Did you all like that?
Yay! Thank you, Teri.
That was the little surprise that I did for you all.
The other day I was hearing this "We Are Family" over and over
and
over from her studio, and it was like, what is she doing in there? Oh my gosh! And so, so I was privy. I got to see it last night. I got a preview of it, and thank you, Teri. That was like the sweetest gift ever.
I love it.
So thank you, and good
Yeah,
morning,
I'm glad
Richard.
you did, because that all of that just really wraps up what we are and what we do here. We're love, and we love you.
We are so grateful to Wendy and Diane and Deirdre, because, we're over 400 members strong now. And, with everything that Teri's doing, and I've added so many things to my plate as well, this group would not exist if it weren't for those three. Because, we're the ones out here in the morning and it sunsets, but there is so much that it takes to keep the page going and to keep people involved. And if it weren't for them, I don't think I don't know how we could do this. So I am so grateful. You are my Easter present. I'm telling you, I love you guys, and
Wendy,
I'm just
me
so grateful.
too.
What did she say?
Wendy, I'm so glad that you were able to be with us for the
Yeah.
few moments that you are, and I'm thankful that technology let us play that.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night I got that horrid message that I couldn't do anything. My hands were tied on Facebook. I call it Facebook jail.
Yeah.
And just, I will be that way until 8 o'clock tonight. And unfortunately, I have a lot going on today, so we need a community. It really does take a village,
Yes.
like Jeryl was saying. So we need community to really help us get that message out. And I know I have a workshop scheduled for this afternoon. I won't be able to go live in the group, so I'm just going to do it as a private Zoom. And many of you have signed up for that. A lot of you have signed up for that. So please come on to the Zoom. I put the link in there in that event. So we'll do it just as a Zoom meeting. It won't be streaming. And then after I'm out of Facebook jail, we'll do one in the group where everybody that wants to can watch and participate that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Right, Diane? You know you're doing something right when you raise the attention of the Facebook police. Yeah, it's so frustrating. And I understand their thought process of trying to protect people from us spamming them. That's what the whole thing's about, because I was a bad girl and I posted too much. But, you know, I only post love and light. I don't go in and post political messages or nasty posts, you know, but it doesn't matter. You know, it is what it is, and I have to go into acceptance with it and not resistance. And I did my little temper tantrum with them last night, and I'm done now. I'm done. I'm over it.
Robert Doza asked us what time, and Robert, it's at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So Eddie Hensley joined us. Eddie Hensley, he doesn't know who I am from Adam, but I have been following him and watching his stuff for several years. He is just this amazing guy, this amazing spiritual guy. And if y'all don't know who he is, please do follow him, because he comes out with the most beautiful lives and the most beautiful messages. So, Eddie, you don't know me, but thank you for dropping in on us today. And
is that my Eddie from Hawaii?
Yes.
Eddie, I have not seen you in probably a year.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what was going on with you, but yes, I know who Eddie is. And he's a beautiful soul.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming in.
We're honored to have you. And good morning, Sherry Seymour.
And Luann, good morning. Happy Easter. Oh, Robert, you'll be there. Good. Yeah, it's a Zoom, and the link is in the Angelic River family. It's an event, and it says Time Hills. I'll type that in so you all know what it looks like. Sherry, you're back?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, did you go to the first? We didn't think it was streaming, and so I came on again, and we had to figure out where it was streaming us.
Yeah.
Time Heals. That's the name of the energy healing that will be done. And I'll explain it when we get into Zoom. I won't take a lot of time here, but you're in for a treat. Let me just say that, because this is a modality that was directly given by the angels and by the Ascended Masters. Yeah, Facebook is definitely a strange animal. You know, we just have to go with the flow. Hi, Becky. Thank you for coming in this morning. You found us.
Good morning, Becky. Happy Easter, everybody.
And I don't know if anybody can share this on my timeline, but I did put a message on my timeline of where we're streaming. Did somebody share it into Enlightened World? Because that's where we normally go live.
Oh, here, let me do that. I don't have to. Okay. Let me go to...
You were at the other site.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we are. I think we're streaming on YouTube right now, since we're going through live stream. I don't have an issue with YouTube. They haven't banned me yet.
Well, that's good.
So, yeah, that's a good thing. And we're on Periscope. So, yes, happy Easter to you, darling Becky, and thank you for coming in with us. How's everybody doing today? I heard from my friend that I asked us to pray for that had surgery, and she's doing good. She came through the surgery good. She's so funny. She said she had happy doctors, so she was just thrilled that it was that vibration. And she said all the nurses were just so pleasant, and they've been so good to her. She's recovering, and I have a feeling she'll be going home maybe tomorrow. Yes, Catherine, we see your messages, honey. Good morning. Julie Kiss, hi,
Yes.
darling.
Hi, Julie.
So we're
Catherine.
getting really great messages from people that we're lifting up in prayer. Any of you that want to share good news, I don't know if Wendy's still here, if she could give us an update on Daisy. You may have already left, Wendy. Katori Thomas, hi, sweetheart.
Good
oh my
morning,
gosh, thank
Katori.
you. Thank you for coming on to the live. I love you so much, girl, and really hope that you're doing well, and happy Easter to you. Yes, Deirdre, we were so worried about my friend Camille. She has been through the ringer, let me tell you. And if any of you saw the summit that Enlightened World did last September, I think, Camille and I were on at the same time being interviewed by Dr. Ruth Anderson. And she is such a sweet woman, and she has been through surgeries and radiation and chemotherapy. So her spirit remains high. And she in fact sent a message early this morning that she had a visit from Ruth, who's the founder of Enlightened World, a virtual visit. So Ruth had obviously done some astral traveling and went to see Ruth there in the Camille there in the hospital, and I love that. So, any good news that you all can give us today? No update yet for Daisy. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Well, we are going to intend the best in that situation.
Becky says that she woke up this morning with a major energy shift, and she's really drained. Yeah, Becky, I think this has been going. It's kind of been like, at least for me, like a roller coaster, and I wake up and I think, oh my gosh, I can't move, just exhausted because I don't know about you, but my dream states have been extremely vivid and very intense.
Yes.
And not necessarily bad, but just really, really involved and intense. And so I think it's these waves of energy. And plus we're coming off of that supermoon. I mean, the combination of everything is you've got the global energy and consciousness. You've got a supermoon energy going on. I mean, talk about being bombarded. And when we say this is what we've been preparing for all our lives, this is what we've been preparing for. Because can you imagine, Teri, what people who aren't awake are feeling right now? I mean, at least we're, us in this group in that are really, really conscious and know that even though it feels so unfamiliar and a lot of times, at least we know there's a reason for it and that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So
yes.
We really need to have compassion for people because a lot of the anger outbursts, a lot of the things that you're seeing going on right now that might be the more denser kind of expressions are because people just don't understand what's happening to them. So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah. What's your take on that, Teri?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a time that calls for really empathy and understanding of each other. And that's, when we come out of this, that's what I see as the new world, the dawn of something where we all really understand and get each other instead of looking and seeing the separation and the differences. Let's look at what's similar, what we have in common, which is the oneness. And, my whole life I've always said, if I know that there's an end to something that's going on, then I have the strength to make it through it. I can get through anything as long as I know that it's temporary. And this is going to pass. I've been getting that message all along, that this is not something that's going to be long and drawn out, that it's going to go as quickly as it came. And everyone that I have said that to, they're like, yeah, I get that same message. So let's all hold that intention together, that and trust and believe. That's been coming up so much for everybody, to really put a lot of trust forward right now.
Yes.
That we are seen, heard, and felt by Spirit, by God, by the angels, and they're all lifting this as quickly as it can possibly go, to not be an issue even to deal with anymore. But, you know, sometimes when you rush things, then that is not complete. The lesson is not complete. We don't want to rush this lesson. This is a lesson for all of us to learn from. And as uncomfortable as it is right now, we want that to be complete, don't we?
Right.
It's like when you have a surgery, you don't want to just get up and run a marathon, right? You have to have the recovery time. You have to have the time to heal. And we're all healing right now. We're healing things inside of us that are being pulled out. They're being pulled out of us. That's what this time is about. For us to become that person that's not so focused on the 3D, that we go back into society with all of that baggage and that garbage of, you know, what it was before, the competition, the comparison. All of that has to go.
I want to say good morning to Francie Earhart, my Mississippi River Andalusia friend and older surrogate sister at the time. And Carol Allen, I want to read this comment from Carol, because Carol, my heart is with you right now. She said she felt very down when I woke up. If this is the new normal and I can't touch my loved ones again, then I don't want to live like this. Then I took a breath and was grateful to be alive. And I so understand what you're saying, Carol. I promise you will be able to touch your loved ones again. This is just temporary.
This is temporary.
But I do get it. It's like it closes in on us, you know, and it does, Teri and I at times. It closes in, and you just can't see beyond that pain that you feel, because we're isolated, we're alone, we can't touch each other. I haven't kissed my husband in a month, because he has had to go out to the VA in different places, and so I haven't hugged him, I haven't touched him, I haven't kissed him. He's here, and I'm really fortunate that we're here together, and Teri's here. We haven't hugged, and we've had two friends stop by that we knew were, you know, absolutely safe. That we couldn't hug them, we couldn't touch them. That is really, really difficult, and it doesn't matter what situation you're in. It's really a tough thing to handle right now. But you know, all I can say is I'm sending you a lot of love, and I hope that helps. I hope your heart can hear it, feel it, and it's a tough time. The other thing is, Sherry Seymour, my good friend who does our soaps and that, and please, boy, if you ever want homemade organic soap with essential oils, she's your gal. She says, tea tree oil is an antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial. I have been adding it to pine sol to clean with. You know, there's a lot of things that we can do that are very alternative, that are very powerful and effective. So that's one of them. And good morning, Fran and Irene Van. Fran Marley.
Hi. Good morning. And let's say goodbye to Wendy. Everybody say goodbye to Wendy.
Bye, Wendy. We
Wendy,
love you.
We love you so much, honey. Happy Easter. And thank you for coming on with us the time that you could.
We've got angel wings wrapped around you, sweetheart.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Sherry says she's learning to meet some of her friends where they are spiritually. And Fran says it's very difficult not being able to hug, but we'll get better if we hang in there. Absolutely, yes. It will.
It will.
Yeah. This is temporary. And see the celebration on the other side. See being with your family, and just go in and just I had stopped by to check on my parents the other day, and of course, as some of you know, I was just ordained as a senior minister of holistic healing. It's something I've been working at for about a year and a half now. And it was a big moment for me. And so I wanted to share that with my parents. And one of the things, not being able, I was supposed to have Easter dinner here today. And one of the, it's just, everything's different. And so my mom said to me, she said, after this is all done, we're going to have a celebration dinner. And that made me, because I have to tell you, there was a little part of me that wanted to feel kind of sad, because here was this major accomplishment in my life, a major milestone, and I couldn't do what I normally do. I'll have a dinner party or just everybody over to eat at the drop of a hat. And I couldn't do that. So,
and you did get sad.
I did. Yeah.
And that's, you know what? That's perfectly okay.
Yeah.
And it's even good because you acknowledge those emotions. Many of us would be like, oh, I can't do that because, I'm spiritual, right? I don't get sad.
Yeah. We have to be above that.
We
see
sad,
the bigger picture. Yeah.
Okay. We're in this human body and things affect us. People affect us.
Yep.
We allow them to affect us. Let me reword that. But we do have those emotions. We do get sad. We do get mad. I got very mad last night. Okay. So we have human emotions.
Of course.
And this is one thing that Spirit has shown me is my path is to help heal those emotions in people, to help show them tools, tips of how to deal with it. And Jeryl Ann, I just love you so much. And she has learned the power of Ho'oponopono, which is a very powerful prayer that comes from Hawaii to help us release that emotion. Because I think I even said to you, the anger is not affecting your parents, it's not affecting anybody except yourself. Yeah. So it's okay to let it out, say I'm mad or I'm sad or cry, whatever happens. But then don't live there. Don't stay that emotion. Yeah. Acknowledge it. Say hello. Hi, how are you? Welcome to my body, my experience. But you got to go. You got to go because I want my spirit high. I want my vibration high. Yeah.
I want to say good morning to Billy Ennis. Billy I've known for years. And Billy is just this amazing blues musician. Oh, Teri, you would love to hear him live. He is amazing. He used to play with a great love of mine, Papa Ned Johnson. And Billy, I wish you a very happy Easter, and I hope all is well with you and Gay. And so that was nice to see him pop on. So, yeah.
Okay.
I
don't know if it's me or if it's Facebook.
I think it's...
But mine just ended.
It might be you. I hope it's just you.
I hope it's just me. I'm going to keep going. Bob Castillo out in Arizona. Hello, hello. Happy Easter to you, Bob. Yeah, I hope it's just me. I don't see anything.
And that's, I was just saying hi to Billy. Music. We've, just even that short video that Teri played. And of course she had to do little snippets because you can't play for a certain length of time and everything. But music, and Diane, our moderator, Diane, she says, put music on and dance. Just get up and dance like a child. Let your inner child come out. So when you're feeling down, when you're feeling like, oh my gosh, this is not going to pass, put on music, something that's going to really lift you. Music, it connects to your heart, your soul. It transports you into a place of higher vibration, higher energy. It is a really great way to transform any kind of pain that you might be having. Hi, Diane. She's still here. Okay, good. So,
Thank you, Diane, for letting us know that.
Yeah.
Okay. All of a sudden, it was like, you're not here anymore.
Well,
I feel like I'm here.
And I can see us over here, so yeah.
Yeah, so I kept looking over at yours. Like, is yours doing the same thing mine did?
Yeah. That was really strange what hers just did, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Well, Facebook. What more can I say? That one word, that's all we need to say.
Yeah, really. It's like, Have you ever? Yeah, there are certain words that just one word does it, and it covers the whole gamut. Yep, that would be one of them. Absolutely.
Oh, Julie, she loved your show last night. She said she learned
Oh,
so much. Yeah,
thank
Karen.
you. She's
Karen's like a
amazing.
walking encyclopedia.
Yeah.
She knows everything about everything. Seriously,
She really is.
and I'm not being facetious.
No.
The woman, she is so out there and so involved in so many things and projects, and they're all good projects that really uplift our world. And I just love my Karen Palmer. She's such a dear friend to me.
And I learned so much. You know, I've been on this path for 3.5 decades. And one, it was, in some ways, it was a refresher for some things I knew but had forgotten to do. And the breathing and all of the tips that she had, it's on, I have a page called Rising Up with Jeryl. And she did post those breathing techniques and the different things for kids on that page. I'm going to go in today and share it to my other pages and get it out there a little bit more. When I got done with the show last night, I just needed to kind of decompress and kind of divert my attention otherwise for a little bit.
Well, you can only hold a high vibration for so long.
Yeah, no
then
kidding.
Your body says, okay, go ground.
You're off. Oh, Susie Koff.
Hi, honey. And
good morning, Sue.
I didn't know that was you yesterday. I thought it was Ruth because you came in under Ruth Anderson. But that's okay. I told Ruth that we said good morning to her. Sue, thank you so much for popping in and sending you so much love and light. Sue is very instrumental with Enlightened World Network in helping us keep that train going. Man, she's on the ball. And shares. And Sue, I don't know if you heard earlier, but I'm in Facebook jail. So it's going to be a challenge today with our Easter program. But you know what? I'm going to intend that I will be able to be there with everybody, and it's going to happen. And I just had the thought that now that I know I can go live on my page, Angel Speakers, Teri Angel, I can do that with our live stream today.
Good.
So, with our Time Heals energy healing today.
And Lisa Hutchins is joining us today. Lisa, good morning.
Lisa,
and happy
good
Easter
morning.
to you.
And our Wendy is not here, but Diane, I think you're still here. Can you post in the comments the name of our group?
Yes.
So everybody can have that in front of them. If they're not members of the group, they can go and become a member.
And I think Deirdre is here too. So whoever can catch that would be awesome. Yeah. We are the Angelic River family. We are over 400 strong now. And our whole purpose is to bring us all together and have that family unit right now, because we're all we're physically isolated. We're not socially isolated. We're just physically isolated. But that is really a difficult thing to be. We're not used to that. We're used to being able to get in our cars, go wherever we want to go, do it whatever we want to do, whenever we want to do it. And so this
angelic. Oops, sorry.
That's okay. Angelic River family.
Yeah, she said, oops.
Oops. And good morning, Belinda. But what our whole purpose is, and we post photos of sunsets and landscapes and animals, and we keep our vibration high. You know, the thing that is going to help us be in a better place on the other side of this is how we perceive this. We have a choice how we go through this. We can go through it looking at the negatives, or we can go through it looking at the growth and the gifts that this is giving us. We have said for decades, we can't keep going the way we're going. We need a change. Now, this may not be how we perceived the change to happen, but we're getting the change nonetheless. And if we just hang on the other side, it's great. You want to say something?
Margaret Ellen. We love you so much, Margaret.
Another one of our UK
Margaret
friends.
is in the UK. Margaret, you need to come on every morning with us and say hello to all. Okay, guys, it's Angelic River family. There we go, Diane. Yay, she's the winner.
I needed a good laugh this morning. And good morning,
Oh my
Rose.
gosh, Margaret
Hello,
Ellen,
happy
I'm
Easter.
so glad
Yeah,
you're
I
here.
am too.
And Sally De La Rosa came
Hi,
on while you
Sally,
were talking,
and hello to your wife,
Belinda.
Sally. Would you put your wife's name in the comments? I mean, I know she's your wife, but I would love to call her by name. In the future, that would be so awesome. She probably is, but
that may be wrong.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get it right.
Oh, Diane, thank you. People, this is in the comments. So all you have to do on that comment that Diane made is press that, because that's a link. If you press that link, it'll take you right to our group. And we're streaming in there too. It's copying it. Tony, that's what I thought.
Tony, okay. Exactly. Good morning, Tony.
So you can click that link and go join our wonderful group. We're growing. Oh my gosh, are we growing by leaps and bounds?
Yeah.
And we're so happy about that. Yeah, Robert, it's a unique moment in time and space, never seen before and never will be seen again.
Mm-hmm.
We have to choose what we see or do. And we do that. Sometimes we do it without being aware that we're choosing. But that's one of our superpowers. Yes. That's what brings our empowerment back, is that we're able to choose. We can make decisions. And, when you were talking, I just thought of Wayne Dyer and his take on perspective. When we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change.
Yep.
So we change the way we look at this situation that we're all in, this time of isolation and separation. And you're right, we can look at it one of two ways and see it as something that is chaining us and holding us back. Or we can say, this is a real opportunity.
Right.
And go with that. And I choose that. I choose that option. I want what's behind that door.
Right. Me too. Yeah. Even Sue Seekoff said, we choose to live gently on the earth.
Yes.
And that's, what a great statement, because we have not been living gently on this earth. Right. We have been abusing and punishing Mother Earth for so long. And that's the time out. The time out has become the time in. When this began, you saw those memes all the time that the comment is, it feels like Mother Earth or God sent us to our rooms to really think about what we've done. And we do need to do that. We need to tread gently. We need to think about what it is how we're treating the earth, how we're treating each other. So without, so within. And, I've even noticed here how many paper towels I use. So I have a wash machine. I can wash my towels. I don't need to use as many paper towels as I use. Even look at the toilet paper. Oh my gosh. But I'm starting to look at everything, and how I live my life affects the planet. How I'm treating myself affects everyone else. If we have these dense emotions, exactly, Diane, love or fear, choose your lens.
And I see you all responding, love. I choose love. I choose
absolutely.
love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
choose to see the opportunity.
Yeah. And that's what we're here for in this family, is we're a family of love. We're choosing love in the Angelic River family. And we're here to remind each other, because like you had, Carol, this morning, you woke up this morning and it's going to hit us. It's going to hit us that the things aren't the same, and there are going to be those fears. And we're all going through the grief of the loss of the old way. As much as it didn't work, we still have to grieve that. So we're here to lift each other up in love. That's our goal. That's our purpose. And that's our function. We're not a religious group. We are a spiritual group for sure. Yeah. But that's what we're here to do, is to choose love.
Choosing love.
Ooh,
so
okay. We have
I love the question of the day. And I did post it on my timeline. But here's your question of the day.
What is it?
Is there something I should let go of to be able to move forward? And that's what we're all being asked to do right now. Look at what it is that is not serving us, what wasn't working before we were sent to our rooms.
Hi, Brenda Riley.
Okay, so what is that thing that we need to let go of? Is it an old belief system? Is it something that was holding us back from accepting and allowing things in our life? One thing that I have really, and I was talking to another friend about this yesterday. One thing I've had to really let go of is some judgments and some criticisms, and letting everyone just be. Just be. It doesn't matter if I'm not liking what they're saying, what's coming out of their mouth, or if there's something they're doing that maybe that's not the way I would do it. I just have to let everybody be the way they are and not go into any kind of criticism. That's what I've been asked to let go of, is let go of criticism, let go of wanting control over what anybody else is doing. We have no control over anybody else, people, and logically we've known that for a long time, but I think this is a huge lesson for all of us to let go of those things that were a barrier for us, those things that held us back from really seeing each other as perfect. And as humans, we don't like that word. We think that word means that everything has to be in its place and everything has to be exactly right as we judge it to be right. And that's what criticism is all about, is judging something and the way it's done or the way it's said. So for me, it's like acceptance is huge right now, allowing every person and everything to be just what it is, to not want to change it, not want to say, well, I would do it that way, or, that's not the way it's done because I know the right way to do it and you're not doing it that way. So that's been my huge lesson through this. What are you all having to let go of?
Diane has one and Carol
Yeah,
has
the
one.
fear of living my life, Carol. Yeah, absolutely. We're letting go of fears. We're letting go of belief systems. Diane, I need to let go of my need for approval because it keeps me from being in my own fullness. Absolutely.
That's a big one for me, too.
Absolutely. Looking in your mirror, your physical mirror is one thing. Looking in your soul mirror and the real you, that's another thing. So when you look in the soul mirror and you're not seeing love, you're seeing something else like fear or maybe some little resistance thing going on in there, look at that. That may be something you need to let go of. I'm doing an energy healing this afternoon. Some of you might have missed that announcement. It's going to be at 4 o'clock in the Angelic River family. It'll be through Zoom. And now that I know that I can broadcast live through Angel Speakers, I will stream it live through there. So if you haven't gone onto that page and liked the page yet, do that so you'll get notice when it goes live. But that energy healing helps bring up anything that's there that needs to be released. And the angels work with me, the Ascended Masters. And let's do this. Let's heal those places inside of us where we just have something holding us back. Diane, like you recognize that's what's holding you back or keeping you down, and a barrier to keep your spirit down. Let's identify and let go of all that. It is hard to face who we really are, Carol, but you know what? We can use our perspective there as well. We can say, I accept myself just the way I am. And when we do that, we're able to look in that mirror. We're able to look and see really who we are, not just this shell that we're living in right now, this human shell. We're able to really look at it. And Sue Seekoff, thank you, honey. Today, Enlightened World Network is presenting a silent meditation at 12:30 Eastern Time. Come to the healing pool with myself, Teri Angel, Deb Goldberg, and Dr. Ruth Anderson. Thank you, Sue. Thank you for posting that. We are doing that silent meditation at 12:30, and I know some of you jumped on there yesterday when we did it. And then after that at 1:30, we are celebrating. This is going to be a real celebration today of this whole energy of Easter. We're celebrating resurrection. And that's what we're all going into. We're going into resurrecting ourselves, really rising from what we were. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go into a celebration time today. Let's have fun. We have an Easter basket that we want to share with everybody. We're going on an Easter egg hunt at Enlightened World Network. And in each Easter egg, there's something different that's going to pop up. There's something, it may be a song, it may be a poem, it may be an inspirational message, like from our dear Jeryl Ann, from Diane. Diane, I just absolutely loved what you sent in to be in your Easter egg. And I know that it's going to bless many people. And thank you. Thank you both for doing that. Nathan Myers sent one in. He's a part of our Angelic River family. Perfectionist Anonymous. Yeah, but you know, what the angels have shown me is to look at everything as perfectly imperfect.
Yes,
we don't have to think that we're perfect. The angels see us as perfect. We can do the same thing. Yes. We can look at our little imperfections, whatever they may be, you know, our judgments, our criticisms. We can look at that as perfect so that it can be something that turns into love. So it turns into something and morphs and transforms into exactly how our soul can lift from it. Yeah. So the more we resist, the more it persists. And we don't want anything that's low vibration or anything that keeps us from our beautiful self to persist and keep going. That's, again, going back to, that's what this is all about, this whole time separated physically from each other so that we can come together spiritually with each other, which is what this group did. And I'm so, so happy that we are family. And we are family.
And we're mirrors for each other, because I saw two of those. And I mean, there's all, I can feel into all of these, but I too, approval. Oh my gosh, I'm 62 years old and I still want the approval of my mom and my dad and my family and my friends. And that's a big pattern that I'm working on, is to be enough within myself so that no matter what it is, I'm not dependent on any outside approval or stimulus. And the other one is perfection. I don't know if any of you heard this growing up, but I heard it a lot. If you can't do it right, don't do it at all. And so there is that need for perfection. There is that need to, and sometimes I will my ego will use that to hold me back from doing something that I need to do. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. You want to do whatever you do the best that you can do it. But sometimes when you're afraid to do it, you go, well, I can't do that completely right, so I just won't do it. I have that with technology. And as Teri witnesses every week before my show, because I have not been savvy about technology in the past, and I had it in my mind that I couldn't be. I literally almost passed out before my show last night because we had to do something last minute. It wasn't going the way it should. And because I couldn't be perfect at it, because I couldn't control it, because I didn't understand it, I went into a full-born inside panic attack and just about passed out. So these are wonderful things in this time that we're getting to see, that we can go, okay, I need to heal or transform within myself. And I'm going to go and start looking at videos, and Teri's going to help me. And I'm just going to learn. I'm going to let go of that I'm not smart enough, that I'm too old to understand technology, and move forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And and the panic and the fear comes from the unknown and what ifs. And hello to Fiona Dilston. Fiona, that was such a beautiful meditation that you did yesterday. And for those of you in the UK who don't know, Fiona is right over there with you guys. Yeah. So I've told her to get more involved in the group and to come in and interact, so that, you never know. You may have a neighbor that's in this group.
Yeah. Fiona, I was in the other room, and I was following along doing that meditation that you did. It was amazing. I want to thank you, because it just lifted me up so much. and I had my show last night. So it really set me up for just, man, I just sailed into it till I got to the technology part. But I mean, it really was beautiful what you did. So thank you very much, Fiona. I really loved that meditation.
Yeah, and for those of you who are not aware, Enlightened World Network does a meditation every day. Every day. We don't take a day off.
Yeah.
And on Sundays, we always do a silent meditation. Today's happens to be at 12:30 Eastern Time. So I'm hoping you can catch that. But usually during the week, we have people that are guiding a meditation. I do it every Wednesday. Every Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock Eastern, I come on with a guided meditation. So I really hope that you'll do that. Oh my gosh, I just looked at the time.
I know, I was just looking at that too. It's like, it's time for prayer requests. We're going late.
Yeah,
okay.
So who's on your heart today? Is it yourself? Do you need to put you in our circle? Or is there someone that you want to lift up? We continue to lift up Daisy Wallace.
Right.
I know Wendy's not here to put her name in, so we'll throw that out there. My friend Camille, who's recovering from surgery from a couple of days ago,
and I have a couple.
You have some?
I want to put Wendy in because she's going back. She's in the UK, and she's a dispatcher, and so you can only imagine the energy that she's having to deal with, with people on emergencies and that. And I want to put our dear friend and moderator Deirdre up, and I want you to all lift her up today. She's making a very, very positive. She's releasing something from her life that I've had similar challenges, and I just would love for you to lift her up as well and hold her in your heart today. She's an amazing, amazing, amazing woman, and so please lift her up as well.
Yes. So if there's someone that's on your heart, someone you know is struggling, you can put them in, put yourself in. We always, every day lift up our planet. We lift up all of the inhabitants, whether it be in human form or in animal, tree, water form, whatever is alive, because everything is alive on our planet.
And our sweet angel, she's got her left front paw. Or right front paw.
It's the right
front paw. I'm confused. I was backwards. We don't know what she did. I think she may have pulled a muscle or something, but by the end of the day, she's limping pretty hard. So we've been doing healing on her, and look at, she's giving me kisses for putting her on the list. She knows, don't you?
And Sherry Seymour, prayers for your cousin Jackie Lawrence, who's having severe knee problems. Melody's watching. Hi, Melody.
Good morning, Mel.
So, and yes, Deirdre, for you.
Absolutely.
We definitely are holding you up, my darling.
We are holding you up, sweetheart.
So I'll be turning the camera around to the river, and we'll go into a short meditative prayer. Continue to type in your comments.
Yes.
I don't have to know what every one of those comments are. God knows.
Yep.
And when I say God, it's the God of your understanding.
Yes.
We all have that vision of what our Creator is.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what we call Him. I just choose to call Him God. Yeah. Him or her. Him and her. It's
him and her.
Male,
whatever,
feminine that I relate to. So however you hold that vision, just know that when I say God, that's the God of your understanding.
And of course, we hold up all of those people out on the front line, the health caregivers, all of the, even the postal carriers and the truck drivers and the delivery people. I mean, everyone who is out there in this, the caregivers. I have a friend in Tennessee, and Kathleen Freer, I want to lift her up because she's taking care of people, and so she's out buying groceries and cooking for these people. And those are the types of people, too, we really want to hold up in prayer because they're out there. And we're very fortunate. We can stay isolated here. And this is our way of contributing, but we're isolated in doing so. So please lift everyone out there up in prayer. And our world leaders, they really, I don't care what your politics are, they really need our prayers right now to get us all through this and to the other side.
And we're hearing more and more of people who are recovering from COVID-19. And so we're going to lift all of those up as well.
Right.
And let me see if
Okay,
we
so
can give
let's
you all a view
go
of the
to
river
the
this morning.
river.
Going on a little trip here. Oh, and I hope you all saw those sunset pictures that I did last night.
Oh, that was
outside.
amazing. I missed it.
That was a really great find. I was helping Jeryl Ann get started with her live, and something just nudged me, and the angels, to walk outside, and I did. And when I walked out that door, it was like, holy cow, because we didn't even think there was going to be a sunset. It was like gray. The sun was covered with mist and clouds, and I walked out there, and what a treat. And I took pictures, and I did a really short video so I could post it on Instagram and Facebook. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Facebook didn't let me do anything, but that's okay. We're not going there.
And good morning, Sherry.
Yes.
Gatewood.
Hi, Sherry Gatewood.
Yeah.
So let's take that time right now to honor all of you, everyone who puts someone in that circle. And it is a circle. That's how I see it happening with all of us that are gathered. We're all in a circle. We're all lending our heart energy into lifting up anybody and any request that's been put in, lifting up each other.
May I add one more?
Sure.
I would like to add one more. I want to add Jesus to the list because it's Easter Sunday, and look at the gift he gave us and showed us what ascension was. He showed us how to walk through this time we're in. So I want to add him also to our prayer list. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's get into that energy of really coming together, really uniting into the oneness that we know we're all a part of as we gather in our little group here and spread our love out. Breathe in the love that everyone else here is feeling. Breathe into each other's hearts right now. Start to feel your heart beating in sync with the group, beating in sync with each other, slowing that heartbeat with your breath. Just breathe in deeply. Hold that full breath of air that's in your lungs. Just hold it for a second, and then release it slowly. Let it come out of your mouth, where your whole body starts to relax. You do that as you do the out breath. And I really feel to call in the angels this morning to surround our circle, to be with each one of us and touch each one of us. I'm going to call in Raphael first. Archangel Raphael, we ask for healing. There are many prayer requests that we know of for people that are affected by disease, by illness, by emotional trauma right now, emotional turmoil, as we go through this situation where we're isolated and separated. I call in Archangel Michael to surround us and protect us. And I call in Archangel Gabriel, give us some clarity of mind, clarity of vision. Help us to see the big picture. And Archangel Uriel, I ask you to come in now to help ground us. Help us to be grounded and balanced as we go through our day, as we live moment by moment, staying present in the now. Take another deep breath in and feel that grounding, and let's let it go all the way down to Mother Earth to reach that place that's so centered and balanced, as the grounding energy from Mother Earth really comes up to us. We can feel the grounding anytime that we place our physical feet on Earth. We're doing that virtually right now. We're placing our feet on Mother Earth, pulling in that beautiful nurturing and acceptance from Mother Earth. And I'm feeling gratitude right now. I feel gratitude coming up from Mother Earth. Gratitude for this time when there's a break in all of the commotion. It's a time when Mother Earth is able to just sit in peace. That's what we long for sometimes, is for our bodies to just sit and let our minds go to a peaceful state. Now that there's not so much movement of the inhabitants of Earth, Mother Earth is able to feel that peace and take that breath. Exhale. Mother Earth is exhaling right now. Feel that energy as she does so. Feel that gratitude that she's giving to us for this break in time where she can just replenish. We have to be still to replenish our energy. So this is a time for that to happen with Mother Gaia. So now that we're centered and balanced, let's bring that energy up to our heart center. Hold on to it as we feel the angels lifting our frequency, lifting our vibration upward. And as we go upward, we feel like we're carried on the wings of the angels. Just let them carry you. You feel like your body is floating. Remember that you're grounded into the earth, so you'll be able to come back if you do float somewhere. So let's all float together. Let's go up to the clouds and get that higher perspective from looking down on Mother Earth. Let's look down and see all of the inhabitants. From that perspective, let's look at everyone in their perfection. Whatever is going on, look at them as there's nothing to be healed, there's nothing to be changed or fixed. There is perfection in the imperfection that's going on that people perceive as something wrong. Let's just take a moment to look at Mother Earth and to send down that beautiful love that we carry in our hearts. Let's embrace Mother Earth with our arms, holding and cradling our beautiful Mother Earth, giving her a warm hug back because she just hugged us big time. Let's give gratitude back to Earth. Now look at yourself there on that planet. Look at where you are physically on the planet. And give yourself a hug wherever you are in the world. Send right to you, and you're wrapped in the arms of an angel, so take that with you as you give that hug. And this cloud now is taking you higher. It's one of those slow-moving clouds, so you're not going to get dizzy. Don't worry about being afraid of heights. This is fears that we're all being asked to release. Any fear that we have. So just enjoy the ride. Enjoy going higher and soaring with your energy. Soaring higher and higher. You're going now to the 6th dimension, where sacred geometry is, where everything begins to come into form. So let's go into that 6th dimension and let's really bring forth something. Let's manifest together, all of us sitting in that dimension and in that energy. Let's manifest what we want for Mother Earth. Let's create what we want, the world that we want to see. We wanted change. Now's our opportunity to change it the way we want to see it. So in that place of sacred geometry, I feel Archangel Metatron right here in the midst of us. He's standing in the middle of our circle. We're surrounding Metatron. And he's so happy that we are doing this. He's so happy that we have seen the vision of what it would look like if we lived in peace, if we lived in harmony, if there was no disease of any form. Thank you, Metatron, for helping us to open up to that vision, to bring it forth, to manifest it. And now the angels want us to lift our energy even higher. We're going directly to God's source energy. However you envision that, whatever is the God of your understanding, see yourself now in the presence of God. And let's first of all give gratitude. Gratitude for this day and what this day represents. This day of ascension, this day of recognizing that death holds no bonds. Death of the physical is not the end of us. It's a beginning of the continuation of our spiritual journey. So let's give gratitude to God for Jesus showing us that, for teaching us that lesson, that we can have an understanding of what living is all about. It's not just being in a human form. It's fully embracing every moment and holding that experience in ourselves to further our journey spiritually. And as you're there in the presence of God, just bring whatever gratitude you want to give to God. Bring your burdens, bring your prayers, anyone you're holding in your heart that you want God to look at, and bring about whatever is for that person's best and highest good. Maybe you're bringing yourself to God right now and saying, I need change in my life, or I need healing of some sort. Just put that request, whatever they are, lift them up to God. Let's lift our healthcare workers, our caregivers, anyone that's out there right now in the midst of all of this, still touching lives and making life a little better, a little easier for people who are affected by illness and disease. Giving gratitude. Keep saying thank you. Keep telling God your appreciation and your love. Because when you give that to God, you get it back. You're going to find yourself covered in that white light of love, unconditional love. And maybe you are carrying a little anger. I'm feeling that. There's a little anger pretty much in all of us. Anger about the loss that we have, loss of life, loss of freedom. Express it. It's okay to say to God, I'm angry at you. I'm angry at the situation. There's no judgment. There's no criticism. We are in these we feel these human emotions. So bring all of that, whatever your feelings are about your Creator, about your higher self, bring it forward now. This is a time of release so that we can ascend. So on this day where we were shown what ascension is all about, let's do that. Let's ascend by rising up, by raising our frequency. And the way to do that is to unburden. We can't ascend if we're held down by a cement block of fear and anger and all the low vibrations. Release those blocks. Just let it fall back to earth. Let it go into the ocean. It's big enough to handle that. Because water heals. Water is a conduit of energy. So release your blocks, whatever they may be. And then keep going to gratitude. Keep going to that place of really being appreciative. Say thank you for what I have in my life. If you have nature that you can go out into, hold that. Be grateful for nature as we listen to the birds and everyone here that's giving gratitude right around us, surrounding us with that energy. And I'm bringing a lot of gratitude to God myself right now. Gratitude for this experience. Gratitude for a new day. A day to be able to feel the energy of everyone here. Feeling into this time that we spend together as a beautiful experience, which it is, and expressing that gratitude to everyone gathered, whether you're here in this group or you're watching it somewhere else or watching it later. I am so grateful to God for you. And let's all feel that. Let's feel the gratitude right now. If you've received any blessing from this time together, share that with God right now. Share that blessing of what this does for your soul. And I just felt sunshine, just a ray of sunshine that came over everyone in the group. As you let go of your burdens, your soul rejoices and your spirit soars. And let's let the angels bring you back now, bring you back to your physical body. Bring your attention back to your heart center and see how full of love that is. See that love expanded going out from you. You've been touched by an angel. You've been in the presence of God. You've been surrounded by everyone here in the group, holding you up. We've held each other. We've held the prayer requests. Feel how that feels. It's like a big group hug. We're all in that together, giving a big group hug to each other. Whew, that felt good. And now let's take that time to connect. Connect with someone in the group. You may know someone here. You may not. You may just know the name. And that's okay too, because you know their soul. They're part of your soul family. So let's connect by reaching out and taking that person's hand. Whoever you're drawn to, just take their hand. There's somebody on each side of you, so you're feeling really connected right now. You're not alone. That's the beauty of this group. You are not alone. None of us are going through this alone. So as you take their hand, really squeeze that hand to let them know you're there. I feel both my hands being squeezed. Thank you, thank you, thank you to whoever is holding my hands. And let's share some love out, that beautiful love that you drew into your heart. Let's share it with each other. Take a deep breath in. And turn to the person on your left and say, I love you. I love you. Send it around the circle. Every heart is hearing that. Every heart that's gathered is hearing those words, those beautiful, healing words coming into your heart. As it goes around the circle, it comes back to you. You're just really getting this expansion of love from everybody that's gathered together. And it's hitting you like a love bomb right in your heart. Feel that explosion of love. And now let's shout it out first to the universe on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I love you. And then let's say it to our group, our family, our Angelic River family, and all those who are here that are part of the family, anybody who will become part of the family that's hearing our words. Let's send a group love. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I love you. And we certainly do love you. We love all of you. Bringing us back into the picture now. And hello to anybody that joined us while we were doing our prayer time and bonding together through love. It is a bond that can't be broken. Yes. Our love is an unconditional love. It's not something that says, I'll love you as long as you come into our group. We love you no matter what, no matter where you are in the world. We just love you. And Petey, thank you
Thank
for
you,
coming
Petey.
in. And I saw our beautiful Wendy pop back in for a minute.
Yeah, and
And
Ruth
Lynn
Bradford.
also, Ruth Bradford.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you to all of you. I'm so happy we could do this on Easter Sunday.
Me too.
We're here every morning for those of you who are just finding us. We come in and we just share love. We just share a moment of conversation about whatever comes up, anything at all. And thank you. Thank you for being with us, for spending some time on this beautiful, important holiday in our lives. And just hold the energy of Jesus in your heart all day, whether you are somebody that believes in Jesus or not. It doesn't matter. Just hold the energy of unconditional love and acceptance. And I love you all so much.
I love you too. Thank you so much. This is my favorite holiday from the time I woke up.
Me too.
This is my favorite because this is about ascension. This is about knowing that each and every one of us are that divine spark of God. And as Jesus said, that which I do, you can do and more. And that is the truth. We've got this. We are the divine spark of God. We are just like Jesus, equal to Jesus, and then some. And there is nothing we can't do. There's nothing that we can't manifest. And so let's do as Jesus did and choose love. We all choose love. And on this Easter Sunday, choose in every day.
Every day. That's every day we have some saying that comes out for us to focus on. Let that be our focus point today.
Yeah.
I choose love.
I choose love.
I choose love. And thank you, Diane, for bringing that up earlier. We can choose love or fear. I choose love.
I choose love.
And I choose to love all of you.
I love
so
you
much.
too. And thank you all for your beautiful comments. We love you back.
Thank you. And come join us today at 12:30 as we do a silent meditation. And hopefully you can come into some of the Easter celebration with us at Enlightened World as well.
And that starts at 1:30 Eastern?
At 1:30.
Okay.
And it's going to be a couple of hours, so just pop in when you can and join us. I love you. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.